Okay, James. So I'm just going to put a couple of these little videos, one video of these exercises that we did earlier today, and how to expand them into doing some scale type exercises or melody type exercises so you're singing actual notes instead of just only glides. So I'm going to set the groundwork again like I did during our session. The things that we want to keep steady and that we are focusing on for this are tongue position, our palate position, and that we're not forcing too much breath pressure at the voice. So that's the whole idea of don't exhale, as opposed to holding your breath. Holding your breath normally involves us clamping the throat in like a grunt, and then you can hear it release. Not exhaling involves in your muscles of your body, simply not exhaling back out. So that might sound something more like this. And you don't hear that as your throat lets go, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is just a couple of glides like we did during the session. For you, I would start off in the top, slide down, and come back up. Go as quickly as you can while sounding smooth and accurate. And we want to get the speed up slowly over time with this exercise. So I would probably start with your voice about here. Breathing in through the nose with the mouth just hanging slightly open, and the jaw should be slightly back. We don't want to open this way, okay? Slightly back of as it goes down. Just like that. You do not want to push harder to sing higher or less hard to sing lower. The amount of air that moves should be constant and it should be negligible. So that's the whole no exhale. So again, to set up, you breathe in through your nose like you're trying to catch the good aroma of like baking bread, right? So you breathe in. Keep that sense of opening in behind your eyes. That's the palate being stretched that you're feeling. Keep the tongue in that arched and forward position that it finds when you inhale through your nose with your mouth open. Make sure you keep it there when you vocalize the sound. That's what's going to give us that NG sound, like at the end of the word sing. You can see where the tongue is. So it goes like this again. If your voice has a couple of spots where it cracks or pops, don't worry about it. It will go away as you balance off the air pressure better, okay? Still thinking no exhale. So one more time. And that's it. So from here, we're going to move on to actually doing some scale type exercises. And that's going to start for you, not too high, not too low. Sorry, the piano actually has to be turned on. But around here. This is the E below middle C. I know you're a guitar player. So this is an octave higher than your low E string. This would be like second fret on your D string, okay? And you're going to go like this. Same setup, same sound. Same setup. And you'll notice I'm breathing out all of the air that I did not use in between each pass, okay? You don't need to breathe a lot to sing. You just want to make sure it's controlled by the lower muscles so the air feels like it goes down into your belly. But you don't have to breathe until your eyeballs are popping out of your head, okay? When you're starting off this high, the sound should feel like it begins at the point where your tongue is touching your palate. If you feel it starting, you're too tight in the throat. If you feel air pushing through, you're either too relaxed in the throat or you're blowing too much air, okay? A way to set that balance is to, when you inhale, If you've ever been talking to your friend and he says something incredibly stupid and you're about to lay the biggest verbal smackdown on him ever, and then for some reason your conscience takes over and you change your mind, you go, and you stop what you're about to say, that is the feeling of closing the chords without a grunt. Because you close your chords to prevent yourself from talking and saying the stupid thing. Okay, so that's a feeling you can get if you feel that you're overly tight or that you're always blowing too much air. Add that little sensation in, that feeling of starting to say something but forgetting what you're going to say or changing your mind, and you get that little gentle closure at the throat level, and then keeping that as you sing. Okay, so we made it to here. We're going to just do 2 more. If you can't get up that high, that's fine. Okay, that'll take you up to an F sharp, which means you will be already all the way through the passaggio or breaking part of your voice and into where your falsetto is the predominant register. Okay, we don't want to go all the way to the falsetto, but we want a lot of falsetto in the full sound, like I just did there. So I wasn't doing this, which is yelling in my full voice. So it'll go like this. And back down. Always inhaling through your nose as if you're trying to catch the odor of something while your mouth is open. Last one. Okay. The only other exercise I'm going to put on is the one that we talked about where you start with the NG and you move to a vowel. And the vowel I want you focusing on this week is the vowel oo, but it's what we would call the Italian small oo. So it's not oo and it's not it's oo. It's kind of like an oo and an o mixed together. Okay? We want the throat to feel hoo, as if you're going to hoot like an owl. So I would encourage you to do this a few times. Hoo, hoo, hoo. So that's not who. It can't sound like E-W-W. It's got to sound like O-O-O-O-H. Or if you speak French at all, the O-U combination in French. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay? This should feel very open and very relaxed. It's okay if you feel you're using a little bit of air to make that sound, because you are if you do that. You're kind of almost making like a gorilla sound or an owl. Now that you've got that feeling for the throat, what you want to do is combine it with the NG tongue position. So you start with an NG, and you're going to go... So you can see where my tongue is. It's not going all the way back to the ooh, but you still want to keep the big, round, open throat feeling that you can when you go hoo. So the throat is hoo. The tongue is as close to the as you can get it. That's it for this week. Next week, we'll add a couple of extra things on. We'll move you into other vowel sounds, and we'll extend the range into not just a 5-note scale, but probably an entire octave arpeggio, and then after that, an octave and a half, so that right away we start to cover a lot of ground in one pass. Good luck.